Hey, what's up, you guys? It's here back with another video, and today I want to do a bit of a follow-up to the Secret Wars Daredevil that I did do a review on. If you haven't checked it out, be sure to go and do that. But I did mention in that video that one of the things that I hated about this new Daredevil, but hate is kind of a strong word, so I'll say dislike, is the fact that he wasn't accurate to the comics and more so accurate to the Secret Wars original Mattel figure, which rightfully so. Hasbro should have done that because that's what the appearance was of the character in that retro line. But one of the things that I did do that I started to see other creators on their own channels doing with their Daredevils is do a bit of a paint kind of difference over here. And if you do know what that Daredevil figure looks like, this is a little bit different to that. So I kind of want to explain, how it might be easy, for other people who have this figure to be able to modify it so that it looks like the comic book Daredevil that we all know and love. You don't want to change it, entirely up to you. It's not, mandatory. It's just for me, it was so close to the perfect Daredevil, and now with these modifications here, in my opinion, it is that. So basically I got this idea from Robo, Robo, the YouTube creator that does Marvel Legends as well too. He used this paint that was called Citadel Memphiston Red. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right, but it's basically the red color that Citadel does. And yeah, basically what you would be doing with this is you'd be painting over top of the belt over here, which I've done, and on the Billy Clubs, I don't think he did it in his video, but I've done it over here as well too. And then obviously in the double Ds. Now, with these double Ds over here, one of the major things is, you got to get in between the lines with the black, so that way the black kind of serves as kind of an outline of the DDs. But yeah, it is a little bit difficult to achieve. So what I found was a really good method was painting over, and then as it's drying up, you would take a toothpick and just scratch where you're trying to, make that outline. And so over here, you can definitely see that, yeah, there is some areas where it kind of messed up on, but it kind of looks like it's within, a straight line at least. So yeah, that's what I found was really good, but you will need to warm up the figure and remove some of, the parts in order to paint the belt individually. And you can see that there is a bit of paint chipping there as well too, but that was just my mistake from having the billy clubs in here and pulling them out. And then what you want to do after putting on the red paint and letting that dry and it looks all great and whatever is to obviously put on a sealer over top of it. Now I just got, a Dollarama brand, but you basically want to get a matte sealer so that way it doesn't have, all the shininess over top of it. And yeah, it looks pretty good. I mean, looking at it up close, you can definitely tell that, it has been painted over, but I think, it's enough where, it's kind of easier to hide those kind of mistakes that you make here and there. But yeah, I personally really like this, and I just wanted to share it in case if anyone else out there wanted to do their Daredevil with the all red for the double Ds, the belt, and the billy clubs over here. One of the other things too was the lines within the arms and the boots. So basically how I got rid of these, and you can see that I haven't really gotten rid of them completely, but you're basically taking nail polish remover, and you want to be careful with it because the materials in it used are meant to melt plastic. And so you'd basically be taking like a cotton swab and you'd be going over top of it, just rubbing. And as you start to see the paint kind of come off, you'd continue to rub. And then as you're finally coming close to it, you'll finish it up, and then you want to take a damp cloth and then just go over top of it because the water will help, make sure that nail polish remover doesn't melt the plastics, the plastic entirely. So yeah, I think it turned out pretty good over here. You can see, I think it was on one of these boots here that you can kind of see that it's a little bit matte as opposed to the shininess that the plastic carries. So, you are going to have some inconsistencies here or there, but yeah, it is just something to keep note of. But yeah, it's just something I wanted to share, and I like this figure a whole lot more now, and I'm really happy that I went ahead and did it. And it was relatively easy to do. So yeah, if you guys ever want to try this, that's 100% something that you can go ahead and do. But yeah, just to compare this Daredevil to some of my favorite Marvel Legends over here, if you can understand. Yeah, Spider-Man over here now looks pretty good. Next to him, I got my Maximum Deadpool here too, which looks pretty good. And then, you know, Punisher. This is my favorite Punisher. This was the original Walgreens Punisher. I really like that. And then I got Wolverine here as well too. Put him right back in there. And yeah, I love this Daredevil so much. It's been so many years that I've been waiting for a classic red suit Daredevil that was within reason of getting. As I said in that video, it was kind of disappointing how as I was looking in 2020, all the new red suit Daredevils that were released were all Hasbro Pulse exclusives. So I'm glad that over here I was able to achieve the red look that I was looking for. And with this Deadpool Maximum figure over here, I think it was also worth noting, because people were complaining about the lack of hands with this guy. But if you use these Deadpool hands over here, it does fit in pretty well. And I think you could get some decent poses, if you wanted to have him with a pointing figure. That would look pretty cool. And he comes with, a good set of hands, but yeah, that's something to take note of there. But yeah, I think that the Citadel paint worked really good for these Marvel Legends figures. So if you're ever looking to customize, that's probably the best paint that you can get for these guys. Again, though, yeah, there was the bit of the chipping at the back over there, but yeah, it is what it is. But yeah, let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. If you'll be customizing your own Daredevils, and yeah, I'll leave it there. But as every YouTuber makes you do, please like and subscribe, and hopefully I'll see you guys in the next video. Take care.